Solo. What? No. We do not summon dead family members and catch them, so you can ask the combination to the safe. Yeah, well, same to you, pal. Another exciting night, huh? Oh, and you get...
We'll start at 50% capacity. That should keep any burning or tissue damage to a minimum.
Hey, if you're gonna burn any tissue, do it to the new guy. You can't use Ray. Our mortgage is in his name.
I guess he's right. What's your name again, kid?
No names, Ray. I don't want to get too attached to this kid. You know, just in case. You remember what happened to the last guy? Hey, how come this mump gets all the new stuff?
He's our new experimental equipment technician.
He gets a cool title, too?
It means he gets to carry around a bunch of untested, extremely dangerous hardware that, if not handled correctly, could blow him somewhere into New Jersey.
Oh, this knucklehead lugs around our very dangerous prototype hardware that could potentially blow us into New Jersey. Thanks. Keep the title, kid. It'll work hard for you.
Was that us?
Had to be some sort of psi-energy pulse. Substantial. A significant collected and centralized necromantic convulsion, level 7 or more.
I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Is a level 7, whatever, bad or very bad?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say...
Let me guess. It's a 7.
Let's just say we're about to get real busy.
And that is not the fun kind of getting busy. Is it, Ray?
Ah! Look out! Slimer's escaped again!
No way, come back.
Where to, Ray?
The Sedgwick Hotel. It's the first place that little spud will go.
Nothing to worry about, folks. There's absolutely no need to panic. We are highly paid, trained professionals. Right, stand behind me. Try to look highly trained.
That disgusting green blob is up on the 12th floor again, wreaking havoc. I demand a refund right now.
Sir, if you check the fine print on our invoice...
Invoices.
Right, invoices. You'll see that your warranty on rehaunting expired some time ago. You should have taken the extended service agreement. Well, hello. You're perfectly safe now, miss. The Ghostbusters are here.
Never gonna happen. Cab.
All right, Ace. Get ready. All right, showtime. We wear him out, then we capture him. That's what your proton stream is for. All right, dig it. Your PKE meter is the cornerstone of any supernatural investigation. Works like a divining rod. Pointed at psychokinetic energy, it measures electromagnetic fluctuations and heats up. Pointed away, it goes cold. Hot is better. Just follow the signal to your target. All right, Slimer. You've had your fun. The elevator's off limits.
Can we please call Winston and tell him his night off is officially ended?
Way ahead of you, Peter. Janine is paging him now.
Who is going to pay for all of this?
No need to worry, sir. As you know, the mayor rode to office on a strictly pro-Ghostbusters platform. We now invoice the city directly for all captures and eliminations. And unhaunted New York is a tourist-friendly New York. They split up.
Ray, follow me. The others are floating back upstairs. Venkman, you two pull our friend Slimer into a trap as fast as you can. There's a massive bulge in these spikes indicating this isn't just some routine clearing job.
He gets so bossy when he isn't at his nap.
Absolutely not. You can't go in. The Rodriguez bar mitzvah is set to start in half an hour.
Telling you, go right to the beef brisket.
And you've done quite enough already. I'm sure the thing will just go away. I'm willing to risk it. You're not going in there!
That's all we needed to hear. All right, we're out. Coffee time, everyone. Service has been declined beyond this point. Would it kill him to mix in a green salad once in a while? I'm gonna take back and blast him until he's dazed, and then throw your capture stick.
The Alhambra Ballroom! The Bar Mitzvah! What have you done? The guests are arriving in 15 minutes!
What seems to be your problem? Thanks to me and my new exclusively assigned recruit here, the festivities can now proceed in an entirely ghost-free environment. So, you're welcome, huh? And to all the Rodriguezes, l'chaim from the Ghostbusters.
Nice of you guys to join us. You grabbed the little spud?
Mashed potatoes now. Your cadet had to straighten him out. Ray, we need to have a heart-to-blob talk with this one, or we are going to have discipline issues when he's a teenager.
Uh-oh. Heads up, your initiation is over. Now give us a hand. We've got a couple of really persistent, troublesome spirits here.
Come on!
Watch out! Hostile FRB! Hurling projectiles!
Huh? That guy looked lost. Ray, let's go check the fridge. Let them go after the cook.
Cadet, go with Dr. Spengler. Check out that angry chef.
This way. Looks like he's drifting upstairs. Be careful. The psychonic vibrations seem to be amplifying their energy. Their manifestations are becoming more powerful and dangerous by the second. But don't be afraid, because... no. Go ahead and be afraid. Good work. Are you all right?
Nice going. You might really be the right person for this job.
Yes, you have destroyed a significant section of a 5-star New York hotel in just under 3 hours. Your mother and I are so proud. Aren't we, Egon?
He's got something. Let's track it down.
Over there!
Hey, you think he'd make us some pancakes?
No, Peter, I think he's trying to make us into pancakes.
Whoa, nice breath control.
No, for that one. Anybody here from Zetamore?
Guys, I'm right outside. And so is something else.
Well, we had to make do with this new specimen here.
I've been trying to get here for over 4 hours, Peter. Traffic is a little blocked right now.
Wait. I know that thud.
Winston, what do you see out there?
It's big. It's soft, it's white, and it goes well with graham crackers and melted chocolate.
Wasn't me this time, I swear it.
Is it a re-manifestation of Gozer?
A PKE signature of Gozer's magnitude is definitely present, but the flux is weak for the moment.
So it could actually be a revisitation.
Pull it together, Ray. What do we have that can stop that cheap confection?
Ray, weren't you going to finish up the install of the Super Slammer today?
The Super Slammer? Sounds untested. Tacky and exciting. I'm in. But will it work?
Against the minions of a god, that was never the intent. But in theory, I suppose it could. But a muon trap of this capacity has never been used or even tried before.
And why would that stop guys that don't know any better?
Check this. Looks like something large and sugary took this corner too quick.
Well, we're not getting through that way now.
We're starting to make good time, too.
And I thought it couldn't become any harder to get around Manhattan. Any ideas?
Hey guys, the big pup is getting fidgety over there.
Is he looking for something or someone?
We need to get from here to there. Make sure the big boy doesn't find whatever he's looking for.
Good strategy. It's dangerous, though. That's a lot of open ground to cover.
We certainly can't just waltz down the middle. We'd be sitting ducks.
That's correct, Ray. Ducks flock together in formation, which is bad. My plan was to split up and take two different directions. You know, mind over mallard.
All right, sport. Looks like it's me and you. Let's go across Times Square and get into the building Stay Puft is so interested in. You guys keep him off us if you think you can.
Did you see that? Man, we need an infragreen camera attached.
No! Somebody help me!
Venkman, come in, please. It's pandemonium up here. Chunks of the building missing everywhere. You are required at the site now.
So happy to be in demand, but these sugar balls have got me nailed down.
I can't get past them. They're disgusting, and they're unhealthy.
Did I mention there's a spectacularly beautiful lady in distress?
I'll be right there.
Easy now, miss. Just relax. No sudden movements. You're perfectly safe now. Sudden movements! Sudden movements!
It's okay. Dr. Bentley has you. You're fine now.
Was that a manifestation of Gozer?
Yeah, probably. It just maybe. Could be. Would you like to take the most direct route out of here, or the scenic route? It's lady's choice.
There's a stairwell over here. Let's go.
Woo! Yeah. Grace under pressure. I appreciate that in a lady.
You didn't spill your coffee, did you, Peter?
We've got the Super Slammer back on pulse and Ecto 1 is rolling. We're repositioning now. Can you hold the Stay Puft there for a few minutes?
If by few you mean less than one, then sure, we can do that. My cyclotron is screaming for mercy, kid!
Here he goes! The big evil sailor all the way to the... Oh! Not quite. Didn't make it. Hey, Ray. Say 3 guys, the size of your finger, knocked you off the side of a 30-story building, and you had to climb all the way back up to tear them apart. How mad would you be if those 3 don't think you callous?
That giant blue and white toy man thing or whatever is still coming. It's climbing the building.
Hands up.
No sweat, kid. We've got you.
He appears to be after something specific.
Or someone.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, you look a lot better than the others, really. Ted, kick your throwers to Maxie's scream and roast him. Please, we're right behind you. Literally.
Let's hurry up, shall we?
What a mess down here.
Ray, Peter, we're in position. The trap is set. We're prepared to capture Stay Puft. Where is he?
He's that white puddle you're driving through. Timing's off by just a hair, Egon, but we're glad the trap is working again.
How do you feel?
Pretty good. All extremely weird things considered.
You know, I never forget a face attached to all the rest of that. I think we met earlier at the Sedgwick Hotel, and you gave me a sideshow chicken up.
My name's Alyssa. Dr. Alyssa Selwyn. And don't...
Have you ever been involved in this type of quantum temporal rift event before?
A quantum what?
It's called arcing, a large pulse of psychic energy.
Actually, yes. I was at the museum. A pulse of blue light surged through the building, and then I was standing outside a room on the 13th floor of an old hotel.
We'd like you to come to our lab so we can run some brief tests and ask you more questions.
Here's an easy one. May I take you out for Thai, Mexican, or Italian? Usually don't let the clients make these kinds of calls, but it's that kind of day.
Wow, Dr. Venkman. That time you almost went 45 seconds without saying something abrasive. Want to try for a whole minute next time?
Here's something new that Egon and I have been developing. The shock blast expels a conical pattern of stripped dark matter particles that diffuse quickly in the atmosphere. It's very powerful at close range, but less accurate and less potent the further you are from your target. We expect it will work well on inbound ghost and vapor swarms or near proximity entities.
And please be careful. It's a prototype. We're trusting you with it.
He's talking about you. Okay?
Not just to the cadet, Venkman.
So you know so much about Gozer because...
Because I'm a specialist in ancient Mesopotamian cultures and architecture. Sumerian, primarily. Gozerian, more specifically. I'm here as a guest curator for the Gozerian exhibit that's opening tomorrow at the Natural History Museum.
Gozer was a bush leaguer before he met us, a strictly farm team deity. We put him on the map.
But our getting stiffed on invites to opening night, just an oversight, right?
But I don't have anything to do with that.
No! Hello, gentlemen! No, that was all me. And I assure you, it was not an oversight.
Oh, by the way, you have visitors.
Thanks, Jeanine. You're first class lookout.
Funny guy, Venkman. You've always been my favorite. Apologies. Dr. Selwyn, are you all right?
I think so. But I'm worried about the exhibit.
Are you kidding? You can't buy publicity like this. The guest curator of the Gozer exhibit, the expert Peck recommended, is attacked the night before the opening by Gozer himself? Please, tell me that was Gozer.
Come on, Jock. What's the idea of bringing Peck around here? Oh, have I coughed at the wrong time?
Listen, here's the deal. You and Peck and all you guys are going to work together.
Don't
No way, no how.
Look, this city has given you at least a dozen contracts for the jails, courthouses, and wharves. You guys want to grow your business. Get some county and state work, too. I'm all for it. You've been big supporters, and great for my campaign.
some people say our support got you elected.
But not out loud. Anyway, after all the damage you've been causing lately, the city council wants you under close supervision for a period of no less than 6 months. Well, that's where your old friend Peck comes in. He's annoying, a stickler for the rules. In other words, the perfect Peck for the job. He's our new head of Peacock.
Peacock? PCOC, Paranormal Contracts Oversight Commission. And my first official act is going to be suspending you clowns' operating license.
Lighten up, Peck. Launch your investigation if you have to, but for now just keep them under control and my office in the loop. But remember, if the Ghostbusters cease to exist, so does your job. So you need each other. Beautiful in an ironic, symmetrical kind of way, isn't it? Okay, big night tomorrow, Alyssa. Get some rest.
So, now that we're all friends, can we get invites to the museum opening?
Not likely. But I'll be seeing you soon. You can count on me. Doesn't Peck look exactly like the kind of guy who'd accidentally walk into the stream of a Boson collider? I'm just saying, it could happen.
Ray and I have been talking.
And we think we should have a look at the museum. Whatever happened tonight, it started there.
Okay. I'll take one for the team. Stay with Ilsa. You guys go with Winston and the recruit. I'll be your personal protection.
Hey guys, you need to make a detour. Something big is going down. It's on the radio thingy right now.
And the another ghostly sighting tonight has staff at the public library scrambling for answers.
The Gray Lady.
Let's get her for real this time. Go!
What about the museum?
Oh, and another thing. Pat called and says that I'm required to tell him where you are and what you are up to.
Tell him he can meet us at the museum. We'll be there. Eventually.
Captain McMahon from the 12th says there was a massive disturbance. Real fireworks show.
Not much going on now. Even the spirits are acting strange. How's that for a bad sign?
Bad enough for me. Pack's on.
Check for valences. Kid, up here!
Strong emanations. No direct source, though.
We followed our guy in here, and it gave us the slip.
Hey kid, what's your 20? I'm in some kind of a dark tunnel moving fast towards a bright light.
Rev 'em up.
Eerie place. I wonder if this is where the collector killed the librarian.
I think that would be a safe assumption. That book she's reading is emitting massive energy.
That's your cue, killer. Go get him. Weird. That wasn't as tough as it should have been.
I was just thinking of the same thing.
It was almost too easy. Like she wants us to have the codex.
Yes, like she wanted us to blast this room apart.
But why?
All the energy from our proton packs and traps have weakened the membrane between this world and whatever.
Cross-dimensional portal. From the 5th to the 4th. A whole world of ghosts. Something I've dreamt about since college. It's all in the Monarchia Demonium. Fantastic. Ghost world.
Wouldn't get too excited, Ray. I have a feeling she did it so we could meet an old friend of hers.
Well, if we're going...
Not much choice, is there? It's the only way out. You, take the lead. Don't worry, we do this all the time.
Oh, sure. We enter the next dimension all the time. Well, we talked about it anyway. I do like what they've done with the place here. But I hope that portal would have taken us back to the library.
Actually, we are back in the public library. The dimensional membrane must be extremely thin here.
Someone's holding us here. The collector.
Yes, Azitlor wants to add to his collection, and he's probably not too happy about us taking the Gozerian Codex with us.
Oh yeah? What can a twisted little bookworm do to scare us? Hey, collector! We're taking your book! What do you think about that? He's right behind me, isn't he?
I think you got his attention, Ray.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I have to say I feel a little overwhelmed.
What happened? I've been running all over this library, calling you, looking for you, nothing.
We passed through a cross-dimensional portal and fought a 40-foot monster to steal an ancient magical book.
Oh, well, that would explain it. Next time, leave a note.
Ray, does this mean anything to you?
What is...
Not entirely sure, but whatever it is, I think we just turned it off.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Thin crust New York style, no visible anchovy.
Maybe later. Right now I need to go back to the lab and take a look at this codex.
Slice to go on the way, Rookie's Tree?
And we need to know what this is.
I'll call for delivery. Again.
I added something new to the pack. This is the PDS, Plasma Distribution System. Basically, it's Slime Blower Mark II, heavily modified from the earlier version. Your plasm banks are now integrated into the proton pack. It uses a base culture of ectoplasm developed from materials we discovered under the city a few years ago. The protoculture is cross-strained with the original material and samples from various other ectoplasmic entities we've collected. Well, this lends optimal properties to the final product, a self-regenerating strain of ectoplasm that can impair entities, cause caustic black slime to go inert, and reveal otherwise invisible ethereal structures that reside on this plane. You may want to take notes. You will be tested.
I know that symbol. It shows up sometimes in Sumerian ritual magic. There's a statue on loan at the museum that features it.
What does it represent?
Just a symbol. Signifies a path to obtain great power. Most of my colleagues assume it's an old constellation.
Get this. The Codex does indicate there is some kind of feeder system required to channel energy to a destructor form.
A destructor form? Like Staper?
It's entirely possible that system and this pattern are connected.
It's possible.
Wait, you said the Gozerian statuary at the museum is on loan. From whom?
Ivo Shandor, the architect. Well, the Shandor Foundation. They control Shandor's remaining estate and holdings. Ivo is a big collector of Gozerian artifacts.
By Ivo Shandor the architect, you mean Ivo Shandor the genocidal maniac, right?
That's what I was researching when Gozer attacked me. Shandor's architecture firm was involved in a number of projects around town in the late early 1900s.
Including Dana Barrett's old building on Central Park West.
Let me guess. He did some renovations on the public library building on 5th.
Right. And the Museum of Natural History.
They're all connected to Shandor and this pattern. You should get a closer look at the museum.
Well, the mayor's going to be at the museum for the exhibition opening gala tonight. It's where I need to be, too.
Okay, Egon will stay here and finish analyzing the data from the library. The rest of us will go in by the service entrance of the museum and lay low. Peter can attend the party as Alyssa's guest and stay in plain sight of Peck.
And that frees us up to check out the rest of the building.
Hill, I'm going to bring you a corsage.
Oh, Dr. Rutherford. Z, meet the assistant curator of the museum.
Is that horrible, terrible thing gone?
Yeah, she's gone. You good?
Yes, I suppose so. Dr. Shepard asked me to conduct a secret tour of the facilities for you. I'm a big fan. I even had you over for my daughter's birthday a couple years ago.
Is that so? Yeah, well, I think we can get you a sticker or button or mug or t-shirt or something when we're done here.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Follow me. We'll go through the restoration department. There it is again! Don't let it get me!
Don't you worry. She'll have to go through me first.
Okay, Ray went and got his dumb, heroic self possessed.
Can you help him?
No. I want the Ghostbusters ejected from this facility immediately.
Where's His Honor? We've got news for him and a photo op.
The mayor is indisposed right now. Anything you need to tell him goes through me.
Not happening, Peckaby. This is for Jock and Jock alone. We will wait for him to get redisposal.
Good job.
Oh, man. What a nightmare.
Thank you. The words a rescuing hero wishes to hear from his distressed damsel. May I say, your eyes are so much prettier when they're not glowing like hot coals.
Ray, Peter, I've made an extraordinarily frightening discovery. All my data indicate that the ghost world is beginning to push through multiple cross portals from their dimension into ours.
Well, more overtime.
Egon, you must get Alyssa back to the firehouse for tests.
Guys, look. That symbol. The nodes are glowing.
Just like the other one. Those nodes might indicate the locations of all the cross portals to the ghost world.
And that one's dark because we shut it down at the library.
Okay, so we shut down the rest. It's a poodle walk, right?
Yes, simple. Now all we have to do is find them.
Men, there's only one light out there. So if this place is depicted on that symbol too,
Then the museum is still active.
When I was a kid, I dreamed of fighting a T-Rex. Of course, it had skin and bones and was alive, and I only had a club. But with lemons, we make lemonade.
this is where we earn the paycheck.
Spotted him.
This is where we realize we don't get paid enough.
Okay, that's it. That's it. It's it. It's over. That's the last straw. I should have shuttered you fraudulent gangsters forever when I had the chance. You know what? I'm going to put an end to this madness now. Right now. I'm shutting down your entertainment grid for good. You can kiss off a permanent license, not to mention any chance for more government contracts. You did this to me. And you're going to pay. The whole city will have to pay because of you, but you're going to pay. You're going to pay. Am I clear?
What? But that shuts you down, too. You have no job.
Well, so be it. I have bigger fish to fry. I don't have to debase myself anymore over this, and I will not. I just simply will not. And get him off me!
I think we need to keep an eye on him.
You think?
No, I mean, we really need to keep an eye on him.
What does this symbol mean?
Guys, perfect fit.
It's not a constellation. It's a mandala.
Okay, for 1 minute, pretend that someone here doesn't know what a mandala is.
A mandala is like a prayer labyrinth.
And this one looks like a spiraling system that feeds into each successive node along the line until it reaches a culmination point. Before he died, Shandor must have set some mechanism in place similar to the antenna in Dana's building.
You know, I think you helped to make that clearer. So this was the gizmo that's supposed to feed energy to the destructor form.
That's right, Peter.
Well, Dr. Venkman.
Well, I had to get one right eventually. Didn't I? I mean, just math.
But what does this have to do with me? What did I do?
You were at the museum and the Sedgwick.
Maybe you were some sort of catalyst, accidentally setting things in motion.
Alyssa, do you remember where you were going when you were at the Sedgwick?
I was standing outside a room, 1221. Something was compelling me to go in, but I woke up just before the door opened. I ran out of there as fast as I could. And then some jerk tried to pick me up at the elevator.
I'm gonna have you drop me off near Peck's office. Something tells me he's not quite what he seems.
Good idea. Meet us at the hotel when you're done.
Wait, before we go, I want you to have this. This is the stasis stream. It emits a high-capacity stream of order-reversed particles that hypobond to ectoplasmic matter.
Cool. A freeze ray.
A stasis stream. This has nothing to do with cold, but the effect is similar.
When do you have the time to work on all this stuff, Egon?
I've been conducting an experiment in which I sleep an average 14 minutes a day. Leaves me a lot of time to work.
Whoa. If this place were any more dead, we need a coroner.
Egon used to be a licensed coroner.
No kidding.
It's just a hobby now.
Closed until further notice by the Paranormal Contracts Oversight Commission. Entrance into this establishment is strictly forbidden and is punishable by fine and imprisonment.
What now?
This notice is for the general public. It doesn't apply to us. We're bonded contractors for the city.
Especially the Ghostbusters. someone you know?
Don't know. Most of the old staff knows the story of the Spider Witch. Professional widow who did unimaginable things in a room on the 12th floor back in the 1920s.
Amazing! How often does she manifest inside the hotel? Has she ever made physical contact? I can't believe I've never heard of her before.
Excuse him, he's very passionate about his work.
Ray, I have a feeling we're about to have as much contact with her as we'd ever want. The fluxes around here were at max. She may very well be the focal point for all this activity. Okay, it looks like the psychomass has come to rest about 190 feet above our heads.
The 13th floor.
This hotel has no 13th floor. None of the grand hotels do.
We'll split the difference. Egon, you and the tenderfoot go to the 12th floor. Winston and I will check out the 14th. Sir, if you'll please come with us.
Egon, what were you saying earlier about the mandala?
Okay. Think of the mandala as a city bus line. At the bus station, ghosts or waiting passengers are drawn into the system here and trapped. This concentrates their PK energy, which is then eventually forced through to the next node or station, and so on until it all gets to the final terminus. At each successive bus station, the station manager absorbs some of the energy. This makes the station manager, or node guardian, stronger, so that it can keep the ghosts in line and destroy anyone who comes to the station to interfere with the flow. These nodes, or bus stations, gather the power used to feed a central point, thus creating a much bigger threat to our world. Does that make more sense now?
Remind me not to take the bus in Egon's neighborhood.
Yeah, you were going strong right up until the passengers got trapped inside the bus station.
Nice remodel. You've got something. I don't like the look of this, but we've run out of options. Alright, I'm just speculating, but it's possible that ghosts are trapped in the system, funneled from node to node, and they get stronger and stronger until they reach the end, and then they...
Look, the first portal, the library. The second, the museum. And the third, the Sedgwick.
And that means the fourth portal must be right here.
Wait, the middle of the East River?
Well, according to the mandala, yes.
It may need a little tweaking.
I don't know. There's plenty of bodies dumped in that river to become ghosts.
The final node. Close it and we seal the mandala, trapping the ghosts inside.
It hardly took any work at all to get it to stay on top of the water again. I told you guys Marine Ecto-8 would come in handy.
Egon, remind me, why are we driving aimlessly in the fog?
It's the final node, Benkman. Close it and we seal the mandala, trapping the ghosts inside.
And that would be the node in the middle of the East River?
Your exact words. Sorry to break it to you, Egon, but I just don't see a mandala, ghosts, ghoulish structures, or any of the usual accoutrements of another world impinging upon our own. I wish you did, but... Please don't be an iceberg. Please don't be an iceberg.
You were saying?
Shandor Island. It's here. I'm gonna have to drop you guys in circle. It's too unstable. If Ecto-8 sinks, we're sunk too.
Ray, since you're the most excited about going to Ghost Island, why don't I just take the boat? You want me to come along? Well, I thought I was making a nice gesture. You're giving me the suspicious look. Drop it instantly. Let's get going. Nobody enjoys rushing headlong towards their death more than this fellow.
the story behind this place, Egon?
The Shandors owned this island for generations. The castle was built in the 1860s. Ivo Shandor used it as a refuge, a lab, and a temple for he and other cult members to worship Gozer.
Okay, that's all well and good. But can someone explain to me how an entire island sinks?
The night the last Shandor died, there was a huge tidal surge, and the river just swallowed the island whole. Shandor consecrated the island to Gozer, and the ghost world reclaimed it.
City's lucky it's in the middle of the river instead of Rockefeller Center.
We're lucky now, but soon the ghost world will continue to assert itself into ours, and the damage will be incalculable.
Oh, now I see what they mean by early demonic.
Shandor's public architectural style ranged from Federal to Art Deco. His personal tastes, however, obviously lean toward the Gozerian.
This place looks like it was built on a Friday. You sure it's not going to fall down on top of us?
The supports are waterlogged, the mortar is decrepit, and the foundation is shattered. In purely physical terms, there's no way all this can still be standing.
Why do I even ask you these things, man?
It's beautiful in a horrific way.
Hey, listen, do you hear something?
Posthumous black mass.
What? People still worshiping? Even after they're dead? That's a powerful church, man.
That might explain how these structures are still standing.
You mean they're praying for it to remain standing? Count me in too. It's always quiet, just before the screaming and the murder starts. Heads up!
Hey, where'd the caddy go? Yo, cool breeze. Come on out.
Peter, behind you. I may be in some trouble here.
And new property in the Hudson that I can't afford.
I'll get it.
Alyssa, I see her.
You and me both. She's wearing just a simple terry cloth robe. And she's brought me coffee.
That's her, all right. Spitting image. Wait. What? Alyssa is a Shandor?
And she doesn't know it. When I did her profile, she told me she was adopted.
Some coincidence, huh?
You don't really believe that this happened by accident?
No. Someone must have known and set this up. Once a peck, always a peck.
If you're looking for either Peter, Egon, or myself, we are currently stuck up on the second floor where the main chamber and exits are closed. Thank you. I would really like to get out of here, please.
And that is all she wrote.
All the nodes are closed. The ghosts are trapped in the mandala.
Right where they belong. Our boy Evo Shandor didn't factor in that he was messing with the Ghostbusters. Ha ha ha!
Yeah, Peck made the same mistake. We're gonna have a long talk with him.
Don't forget that Peter's girlfriend is a Shandor.
I'm gonna have a very long talk with her.
You guys need to get down to the shore and fast. I don't know how much longer I can hold her. The whole island's sinking.
Well, won't the shore sink first?
Not a bad first day. That could have been worse.
We need to call the mayor. Tell him to call off the evacuation. What's going on, Janine? Where's Alyssa?
She's gone. They took her. 1 minute everything was fine, the next it was chaos. Ghosts flying everywhere.
Janine, slow down. Start from the beginning.
Okay. Somebody jumped me from behind. And before I passed out, I heard Alyssa struggling and yelling, "No!" And the last thing I remember was the screams of the dead and damned echoing in my brain.
So either there was a mass escape from Rikers,
Or someone shut down our containment grid. Again.
Just like Peck threatened to do.
it's funny. I always knew that Peck was a pencil-necked, bureaucratic prick. But I never pegged him as an evil occultist.
But where did he take her?
And where are all the ghosts? Cause, no offense, but if all the ghosts we've ever caught just escaped, I'm clocking out.
This just in. As authorities continue to supervise the Thanksgiving evacuation of Manhattan, increasingly powerful tremors are rocking Central Park. The question is, where are the Ghostbusters?
Tell you what, kind of a nice day. Why don't we go to Central Park? Could round up some ghosts, save the girl, get back in time for a nap.
Okay, the Ghostbusters ride again. Any ideas?
I bet we could pull these gates down too. Hey Ray, have we got a chain or a winch for this thing?
I didn't plan for a fun-filled day of off-roading with Ecto-1, so no. Junior's pretty spry, even with that 100 pounds of proton accelerator.
Make your way around to the other side and open this gate for us.
Nice work!
Way to go, Greenhorn!
Solid signal. Better take a look. Yeah! How did that happen? I'll go with the other. Nobody should wander around alone in this place. We'll meet you guys a little further on.
Good idea.
Let's move.
I'm not sure going underground now is a good idea.
Come on, Spangs. Getting there is the fun part.
Remember the last time we saw that kind of atmospheric disturbance?
That's right. At Dana Barrett's building the night she turned into a dog.
That's a bit ominous. Timber! Airstrike! Take those flyers out! Thanks for joining the party.
I think we're getting close.
This way, gentlemen.
I don't get it. We shut down the Mandela. How can all this still be happening?
In the Gozerian Codex, it's written that a blood sacrifice and a tremendous amount of spiritual energy are needed to generate the supreme destructor form.
A destructive form? Again?
Peck probably couldn't draw sufficient energy from the mandala before we shut it down. He found an alternate source in our containment unit. Strong signal.
Hey, to go!
Spectacular!
those fellas turned out to be pretty helpful.
Wait, it's Ilsa. This is gravy. Cut the girl loose, close this dump up, head back downtown for sashimi.
It's Peck!
Oh, what an opportunity.
But the guy's tied up.
Villains don't generally do that to themselves.
Can't we blast him anyway? Just once, really hard. Nobody's gonna know.
Can't do it, Peter. Everything points to Peck being used.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's the mayor.
No, Ray, it's not. It's Ivo Shandor. Right?
Ah, Shandor possessed the mayor, turned Peck on us to slow us down, and when we shut down his Mandela before he could get fully juiced, he hijacked our ghost out of the containment unit as an alternate energy source.
What's the girl have to do with it?
Taking her was necessary. To assume my own destructor form, I require blood. My blood. Which is hard to come by when you've been a ghost for 70 years.
What about Gozer? I thought you built this all for him.
I did, but he failed me. Twice! How he earned the title The Destroyer is beyond me. Gozer the Bonehead is more like it. Anyway, I thought to myself, why worship a god when you can actually become one?
Slime him.
He's through! Now deactivate your pulse, and we'll cross the streams with the blast function.
I can't shut mine down, Ray.
Me too. Me neither, Lee.
Whose idea was it to attach these things to our bodies? Yeah!
Shandor, where's your destructor form now? Leave it in your other suit?
I have chosen. I am the Destructor. I am the Architect.
Oh, no.
That's very bad.
The architect? That's not so scary. The contractor, that's who kills you.
Peter, you don't understand. He's the architect, and he controls Ghost World.
And he can come into our world. And what do architects do?
Well, they dream, and they have mechanical pencils, and they forget to put in linen closets.
And build over things.
I will pave over your fears and start anew. I will fill your seas, concrete and stone.
Whoa, take a break. Do you ever shut up?
I will pierce your world with girders of steel and panes of glass.
Yeah.
No! Listen! I will crush your world under the weight of my cities.
That's just mean supervillain threats, Ray. All those guys talk like that.
I will smother your creation under my own.
It's time. Cross the streams.
I've got you.
No, I'm fine. Really.
Make a path. Coming through.
You know, this is either the worst or the best pickup line of all time.
By the way, you're a descendant of Shandor.
Yeah, Kinda got that.
The Ghostbusters! Hey, fellas! What are you doing here? What am I doing here? Where is here?
You were the victim of a trans-dimensional possession, Your Honor.
An evil ghost was walking around in your body for a few months.
Well, did anyone notice? How's my approval rating?
Well, you were reelected.
That's our cue. It is officially time for us to go.
Please, I'm begging you, get me down. Please, get me down.
You hear something?
Nope. Not a thing.
You can't leave them there, can you?
Looks like things are going to be a little slow around here for a while.
Which means we might be heavy by one too many Ghostbusters in New York.
Wait, you're not gonna fire him after everything he's done.
No, of course not. Lewis has been scouting locations, and I think we're prepared to offer a potentially lucrative Ghostbusters franchise in either Chicago, Los Angeles, or Cincinnati. I'll pick.
So, are you ready to expand the Ghostbusters family on a semi-equitable basis and be your own boss?
And we're a very cool uniform.
So, Cadet, what do you say?